up guys, Arolf here back again with another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends 80th anniversary Thor. So let's get into it. Taking a look around the packaging, on the top you got nothing, on the side you got that nice Alex Ross artwork, same thing on the back with a brief description, so pause if you want to look and read at those, and on the bottom you have the UPC, so scan it if you want it. And without further ado, let's get into it. Doing some size comparisons, here is Thor next to Deadpool, Iron Man, Loki, and Carnage. Also a couple of MCU characters, and that's pretty much it. For Thor's accessories here, you get his Mjolnir, and it has a little inscription saying, "Whoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor." Thor. Yes, and you can see it's made out of a durable plastic, and the handle here is nicely sculpted, no paint job whatsoever, but you can actually rotate the hammer head if you want to, and this is what it looks like on the figure. And also you get his little fist here, and nothing special about that. So, taking a closer look at Thor here, starting off with that beautiful head sculpt. Finally, we get a classic Thor. It's been a minute since we haven't got a classic Thor. All the other previous Thor figures that we got, probably like the Unworthy Thor, the Jane Foster Thor, and even that big looking brooding kind of Thor. It's just not the classic Thor. But finally, Hasbro gave us a classic Thor in this little 80th anniversary celebration, and they did a fantastic job. And you can see here the wings. I had to use the hairdryer and cold water method just to get that back a little spread out there, because it was warped in packaging, so had to fix that. But just looking at the cape here, you can see there's a nice little black kind of a airbrushing type weathering to the cape, and that looks really nice. You can see there's a lot of texturing details on the back. You got some nice texturing details on the front too, right there. Unfortunately, there is a little paint mark right there on mine, but it's hidden through the sculpt here. And just looking at the arms here, a nice sculpt on the arms. They added some nice veins throughout, even sculpted the fingernails, which are done cleanly. And looking at the rest of the suit, I really like the vibrant colors of this costume here. You really get a sense that this is the classic Thor with the kind of raised cape. In the comics, he had like this huge cape, a little arch that goes from his shoulders to his back. They just captured it well. I have nothing else to say. And pegals at the bottom of his feet. So yeah. Now for his articulation, his head does wobble side to side like so. Because of his hair, you can't move all the way around, but if you lift up his hair, you can possibly get it more than a wobble. His head can look up that far, down not that much, so that's disappointing. I wish they used a softer rubber on the hair here. It's just very disappointing. And he also has a little tilty shifty head movement. The arms do rotate all the way around. This little tip right here, it's not hard plastic, it's made out of a rubbery plastic. And you can see his arms move outward a little over 90 degrees and inward not that much. He also has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows right there, which has a nice bend. Wrist here all the way around. You got the roll of the dice motion on the right hand right here, up that far, down that much. Same thing with the left hand. You got a hinge, so all the way around, up that far, and down that much. Now his torso here is kind of on a dumbbell ball joint. So you can bend forward that far and back that much, and he also has some side-to-side movement like so, and 360-degree rotation because of that kind of dumbbell joint. and he also has waist rotation, which rotates all the way around. Legs can kick forward that far, so he can kind of sit down like so, and back not at all because how his gluteus maximus is sculpted. Upper thigh rotation right there. You got a double jointed knee right there. Good bend. You can see his big calves right there. Also has a boot rotation, and feet bend down that far, which is good. Up not that much, which is kind of disappointing for me. And he also has an ankle pivot, and his legs can move outward pretty far. He could almost do the splits, and doing the ankle pivot test, this should be no problem. Come on, Thor. Right there he is, good to go. So yeah, that is it guys. Hope you guys like it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, turn on notifications because there are more videos coming. I should have the Iron Man Mark 50 and Iron Spider 2-pack coming up tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Overall, I really do like this figure. I like how Hasbro did this 80th anniversary line and gave us the classic figures like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America. I wish that they did the rest of the Avengers. We kind of got Loki in that Build-A-Figure Hulk set, so I can't wait to build a classic Avengers team. So I can't wait to get Captain America soon if I can find him. This is a great figure, even though his articulation is lacking in the head area. He's still a fun figure to pose if you could work around that minor speed bump in the head articulation. But other than that, he has a great sculpt, good articulation, and if you could find him, pick him up right now. So yeah, that is it guys. Hope you guys like it. Arolf Mora, Sisters is signing out. Peace.
Where the booming heavens roar.